start making, we're done making stuff. Let's make, uh-oh, we need stone bricks for steel furnaces. I forgot about that. So let's rectify that real quick. We'll just do a makeshift setup here. That's what we have all this coal in our inventory for, right? There we go. I know I didn't cover all those in coal, so we're gonna go grab coal down here. There we go. And we have some extra furnaces and more stone, so why not? Cool. So now we have enough for furnaces. They should be the same size as these stone furnaces, but they work twice as fast. As you can see, crafting speed 1 versus crafting speed 2. So that should definitely help out our output here, just by switching them. Let's go grab more bricks. We are still going to need to make another smelting area. This isn't going to be enough, but it's definitely going to be a lot better than it was. Not to mention, we're probably backed up on our... What happened here? Oh, I took away the... Probably getting backed up on our iron here. It's still being used because it's making more belts for us, but the sides are not being made because it's backed up. Okay, let's finish this. So immediately that's already way better. And I am sad because I didn't leave another space. Okay, you know what? Trying this again. Didn't learn the first 2 times. Can learn again, 3rd time. Leave enough room. So it's kind of funny. On one side I wasn't inputting the copper, and the other side I wasn't inputting the iron. So none of these were making circuits. That's embarrassing. Alright. There we go. Now we should have circuits being made at the very least. Let's make sure we have room this time. And again, let's make sure we have room. Alright. Try this again. What did I do? What is going on? It still works, right? Okay. See, I did it right on the one side. Apparently I'm not able to copy myself, which is ridiculous. Alright, here we go. There. Turn that around. Put it down. All right. Okay. See, now why would I do that? Off. I'm just gonna say that's the charm of my factory, you know? If you look hard enough, it changes every time you look at it. Either way, it doesn't mess with the functionality, so I'm okay with this. Okay, we finally have circuits. Let's get that input into a chest for now, while I figure out what's going on now. Should get some fast inserters being made as well. That's actually amazing. We're backed up. That's pretty cool. Okay. Neat. So with that, let's put this a little bit farther down. Okay. So now we're back to the idea of making green science. We have all of our materials. We have we need to make our inserters now, but we have the circuits, we have the ability to make the wheel and have the plates. So we need to figure out where we want to put those. Right now we have our belts being inputted into this chest. We can just make this into a belt and bring it up. So I'm thinking we should probably put the inserters very close to this. It's basically the exact same idea, except we're gonna have some circuits on the side. So I'm gonna try to mirror this a little bit. We'll leave a little space. They don't need to be right next to each other, that's fine. We're not scared of leaving room, space in our base, it's fine. So, no. These are going to be making the inserters. This is going to be making the iron gear wheels. And we're out of inserters. Isn't that funny? We're trying to make them. Because the green science has chewed them all up. It's fine. Well, I have belts as well. Luckily we have those stocked up. Okay, so got a splitter. Split that off for now. Let's try that again. Goes there. I don't know how else to make this look better. That's fine. So what I could do is I could just have this follow through. I don't think that's a bad plan, but the problem is that it might not be saturated. Or it might run out. The throughput and it might not be good enough. But, well, if that's a problem, we'll fix it later. I think we're doing this for now. Okay, we need to take this back because we need the inserters. And once again, we're going to have inserters being made and put into a chest, just like this. We will run into a problem later on if we want to make red belts, because the red belts, because we're gonna need to get out of here, basically. So thinking ahead here, how are we gonna fix that? That problem that hasn't come up yet. What we could do is see, I wish I need to figure out what the recipe is for that. Iron gear wheels. Well, that's not funny. So technically we could actually just feed this into another machine right here, actually, and then bring this around and over. I don't have the recipe made, but you get the idea. That way this will be put into this, and then all the extra gear wheels will be put down here. I think that'll be fine. This might not be quick enough to supply both of them, but hey. First time, unfortunately, even though it might look like it, I've played before. I'm just trying to get a little bit better. I don't know any of my ratios or anything, so I'm just trying to work on that. But if you do have any tips for me, please feel free. Let's see. So by having this like this, we can just change this into a red belt later on once we get that. Let's put all these into the lab. I just killed all my inserters in my one that I made. On mobile, so typing is too slow for tips. Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. If you see anything I'm doing egregiously wrong, just let me know. I'm very well fine with criticism. I understand that my bases aren't the best looking or the most optimal. Okay, so we've solved our problem of red belts later on. What about fast inserters? We might want to do that later. They need more circuits and iron plates. We could fix that fairly easily. But I think I'll just make fast inserters on my own. I don't think I need them automated, so I think we're fine here. Okay, so I've now designated this to be the one that's feeding into our green science. So this is going to be brought up. And then this green science has eaten all of my inserters, which is what I was waiting on earlier. You always enjoy watching new players? Well, I'm still a noob, so you can consider me a new player. But I have played before. I think I've launched 3 rockets now. I've launched one in the latest patch, and that was after maybe a year or so of not playing the game. So I'm still relatively new to some of the pros in the community, but I have played before. Yeah. Let's see. Got this. Alright, so that's that. We'll have a red inserter there. Put that there. And we should have this being made. Okay, good. So I can just add this to this belt here. Launch one by yourself? I mean, it's a good time investment already. I mean, at the time people launch... For me, each rocket takes around 40 hours, it looks like. So I'm probably around 100 hours into the game, maybe. But all my bases always end up spaghetti. So I'm just trying to slowly tweak how I do things little by little and make it less spaghetti every time. So far, I've pretty much failed that. It's already looking pretty spaghetti, but we're getting there. We're making it look a little bit better. You play a lot more friends. I'm waiting on my friends. We do have I have introduced my newbie friends to the game, and they are new to the game, so they have never launched a rocket, but life has gotten in the way a little bit, so we're waiting on that so they can come back and play, hopefully soon. Let's see. So what do I need for green science again? Just these two, right? Yeah. So we got everything we need for our green science. So with that, we should just be able to set this up. Let's clear this out. I'm going to put 4 green science assembly machines right here. Up here, I guess. I don't know what I want to do over here. I want to keep room for the belts. Luckily, I have 4 assembly machines left. Would you look at that? And I'm placed them too far away. Okay, so it's kind of a long time coming, but we have our green science automated. I think I'm doing better than I did last time, so there's something on that. Last time I had a long period where I just didn't have any science being made at all. Kind of like this time, but probably like less than half. Probably like an hour last time. This time was probably like 20 minutes, maybe. Probably more. I'll find out once I look at the video, the VODs. So with that, we're good. Let's make sure they're all being made. Yep. So again, I don't know what the ratios are, so we need to check on that. Okay, so this is going to be for other things. I just need this line here for these two. Okay, is there anything else we need to do here? Don't think so. What I do want to do is I'm going to have this guy input into a chest. Okay, there we go. Now that's fixed. So now we have a stock of inserters whenever we need them, which will be often, probably. Let's put these science away. Okay, and we'll have to check to see how fast this goes. If green science starts getting backed up, we can add more labs and have it go faster. But for now, I'm just going to leave it to the 4 and see how that goes. Okay, So I think we're doing pretty well. Next thing I want to do is I want to increase my iron plate production. We are doing pretty well on that right now. You can see it's going pretty smoothly here. But I had to take away our steel production for that, and we're gonna need that. So let's get that started. Coming back here, let's grab our bricks. Gonna need more steel furnaces. And we're gonna need more electric mining drills. We already have that. Okay, so now we're rolling. We're doing pretty well. Another thing we want to check, make sure that we're doing well in, is defenses. Our initial base was attacked by the biter base that was over here, and we have one over here, so it's just a matter of time before we get attacked again. And I'd rather not lose things when we don't have to, so we might want to get our defenses up and ready. And we do have the military science to automate. We don't need to automate too many of these. In fact, I could probably just hand make most of the ones that we need. So I probably might want to do that while we're doing our next iron setup. Let's take a look at the research here. We're getting pretty close to oil, and luckily we do have an oil spot pretty nearby. What do we need for oil exactly? We need automation 2. I think, yeah, automation 2, and then the fluid handling, and then we'll have access to oil. So that's not too far off. Hopefully we'll be there soon. What I might want to do, in addition to getting military science, is making sure we have enough grenades, so I can go clear out bases if I want to, or clear out the trees. Grenades are generally my weapon of choice to kill biter bases with, because they are AoE, and I like AoE things. So I'm just going to make that there, and I'm going to set up another set here. I might actually want to add them down the line here. Let's see if adding more steel furnaces down the line will ruin the saturation of the line. Or like, let's see if it'll be able to keep up, is what I'm trying to say. That, again, I don't know ratios, so I just tend to play it by ear here. So we're going to keep an eye on this and see if this iron continues to be backed up. If it is, then great. If not, then we'll have to take them away. Flamethrower is where it's at. I have never used it. One of my viewers really wanted me to use flamethrowers, and I told him it was a little too much work for me because it needed the liquid and whatever, and I wasn't sure how that worked. So I guess this round I'll have to appease him and see how flamethrowers work. Yeah, look at that. Already not good enough. Might have been just backed up because, or it might have been saturated because it was backed up. So I'll leave the extra one there for now. Let's build another one. And then we can add to it later. Worth it? Alright. Well, we'll see this round. This round I'm going to be doing a lot of things that I haven't ever really tried before. I never really messed with circuits, like the wiring circuits, and I never messed with multiple trains. So this is going to be my testing ground. This is a rail world, so they want you to use trains. I generally only have ever used a double-headed train going from one base to another. So using multiple trains on a track is going to be new for me. Don't need circuits? Yeah, well, not for like flamethrower or anything, but I just want to try to use it in general, just to see how they work. Hello, Shackle. How you doing? Let's see. Let's go grab our inserters from over here in the chest. Gonna be taking this out. Voxely, thank you for the follow. Voxel V? Excuse me. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Sorry, I'm kind of blind, so reading names is hard for me. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Just doing some Factorio. Always a good day when you're playing Factorio, right? Oh, they're out of coal. Okay, so I played much Factorio before. Voxel V is how you say it. Got it. So I have played. I'm probably 100 hours in, but that's probably not where my skill level is. I'm probably lower than that. I've launched 3 rockets total, I believe. So that's about where I'm at. I played most of it solo. So I haven't really looked up too many things. So there's a lot of gaps in my knowledge here in how the game works, because pretty much anything here is what I've learned just through playing. So if you see anything that I could be improving on, or know any ratios or anything that could help me, please let me know. Yeah, I agree. I had a lot of fun trying to learn it for myself. It was a lot of trial and error, trying to figure out what needed to go where, and as expected, base was super spaghetti, but again, that's the fun of it, right? And it's been fun this to know all the new recipes and stuff. I took maybe a year break from playing Factorio, and I came back for this new patch, and I've basically been relearning the game, and that's been pretty great. Oh, I need to fix this. Okay. So let me ask, do you guys know the optimal way of mining? I mean, one viewer told me using underground belts was definitely the best way, and I agree. But the way that I do this mining is I space them out like this. I do every 2. I put a power pole, and that usually gets everything powered up. I've seen other people do... Do I have any more? Yeah. I've seen other people just do back-to-back, or they've left a space like this in between them, and I don't know what's more optimal. Like having it like this or having it like this. I feel like this way you get more in, but I'm not sure. Makes a little difference. Fair enough. Well, works for me. You leave that space for walking insanity. Gotcha. That does make sense. But I don't generally walk over my my patches, you know? So I figured it's fine. It's fine like this, right? Okay, so I'll keep doing it like that then. So let's see. We're looking back here and it's still not... It looks like we're getting pretty good spread on the iron ore. These are being activated, or they're being used, so even though it's not backed up, I think it's doing pretty well. The problem here is that if I get rid of this here, I won't have enough for here, or it won't be good enough, so I'm gonna need to add a lot more mining if I want to get this saturated. I'm looking at maxing efficiency, then you could be considering how many miners it takes to fill the belt you're using. Oh boy. You're right. I think that's too much for me. Easier to maximize with substations. Agreed. Though, like I said, the one viewer told me to use underground belts, and I think that was probably the best way to do it. You have medium poles, and just like, for example, you put a medium pole right here, and you put an underground belt between the two. That way you don't have to lose any space at all, ever. But it's a lot of work. And without like robots or anything to put them down for me, it's too much work for me. Make more mining drills. Takes 30 electric miners to fill a yellow belt, 15 per side. Good to know. I did not know that. Okay, so let's take a look at our green science. So it looks like it's being made, but it's not. Okay, we are getting some backup, so that's good to see. That means we could potentially add more labs if we wanted to. Oh, we might actually want to stagger these, so they don't compete for the same science. I think that's fine. Yeah, okay. That works for me. I might actually just want to add more assembly machines, so I can catch up on the red science. But I'll consider doing that after I make the things. Right, so they compete. It doesn't matter if they compete for science. True, but no, it's nice if they don't. There's enough for everyone, you know. Just let them have their own. Let's see. Get these all. Get the electric set up. Need more poles. So 15 per side, huh? We have 4, 8, 9. So I guess it doesn't matter. These will all not be saturated. Could be going up and down. Maybe that's better. But I've already started this, so I might as well just leave it like this. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, well, we'll have to leave it at that. $600 there, that's gonna run out pretty soon. Let's redo this. No wrong way, just more or less efficient ones. That's true. It's true. But no, technically the most efficient way is the right way, right? If which ways what ways do the speedrunners do it? That's what I want to know. Yeah. Well, this is a train world, so I assume I'm gonna run out of ore eventually. So let's just see what we can get out of it first. I'm just gonna do it like this for now, and hopefully this will last me long enough. Darn trees. Okay, we're gonna need to set up our our military science soon, so we can get all this stuff going. We also haven't been attacked again yet, which is good, but it's also concerning because I'm getting lulled into that false sense of security. You know, you need to make sure your security is good. Okay, so I'm gonna replace these guys with that, and then I'll move this one to that one. Put them side by side to make it look a little bit nicer. And then we can move it like this. And I guess we'll just turn this one around. We'll split it off here and turn it around. I am out of splitters. There we go. And then I can balance these two, kind of, like this. And hopefully that will work out alright. Okay. We'll just get our electricity up here, and everything should be decent. I think we're good. Let's make sure that all of them are running. Yep. And we're getting back up to here again, because we're... good. Cool. Let's empty this out. And only one of those last two splitters is strictly necessary. Fair enough, yeah, because it doesn't change from here. You're right. Makes sense. I'll actually leave this one. We'll do that. Alright. I didn't see what achievement that was. Did anyone see that? Either way, cool. We're doing well enough to get achievements. It's probably just build this many circuits or something in an hour. Okay. We almost have our logistics due, and then I'll turn this one into a red belt. Are you guys still making? You are. So we're gonna make some more assembly machines, put them down here, and then we'll get the green science backed up and maybe make more labs. Oops. See? Planning ahead. Isn't that amazing? Let's put these into a chest. Cool. Okay, so we want to get oil ready, so we need automation 2. Let's get this going down. I think this is too many, but we'll find out. Oops. Need the output. Cool. So ideally, again, we'd want this to be backed up until we're here, I guess, and then we'll add more labs. Okay, so let's take stock of what we've done so far. We have our iron mining, we have our smelting, this needs to go somewhere. I could add it to right here for now, but this is already backed up. I could have this be a steel smelting. It might be useful. Or I could just add it to the bus here and just leave it be for now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have a makeshift steel area again while I figure out what else I want to do. And then we'll go grab some coal from the miners that are still there for some reason. I do think that we need to up our mining on coal here, so let's do that as well. This is king. Yeah, I need to figure out how to bus properly. I know the idea, but I'm not sure how the execution so much. Okay, so grab some coal. We're just gonna power up those smelters with this coal here. These last a pretty long time, so I don't think it's I'm gonna need to be back here that often. Again, this is temporary until I figure out what I want to do with this. And I'm moving it down here just so it has a little bit more space to output. Okay, cool. Automation 2 is finished. That means we can go work on fluid handling. And then we'll have oil. We were kind of lucky we have this oil patch over here. It's not that much. It's 1,000. That's pretty good though, I think. I'm used to playing on the rich resource, so 1,000 is kind of low for me, but I think that's good for normal resources. Let's see. So again, we need to work on our defense, so we should get that going. Get some turrets made and some ammo made. I'm going to split off some iron here. Split it off from over here, I guess. I need the extra line over here, but this is still going strong, so I'm gonna abuse it until I lose it, I guess. And we're gonna just have this split off here for our military stuff. What's my objective? Mainly, get to the rocket, and then what I'm trying to do is learn how to do train stuff effectively. So that's my main purpose of this map. But end goal is just to get rockets being made. I also want to figure out circuits, if possible. Yes, this is a real world map. Okay, here we go. I probably should have left more room between the belts in here. Let's do that now, before I feel too lazy to ever fix it. LHD or RHD? I do not know what those are. What are LHD or RHD? What do those stand for? I think I'm gonna need this ammo for blue science, so let's figure out how we can get that set up. Dude, McDudum, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Left-hand drive or right-hand drive? For the train? I think I'm missing something here. Is that like the direction you're running your train? Well, I'm in America, so right-hand drive. Well, left-hand drive of the car, right hand of the road. Low on power. You are correct. Thank you for letting me know that. Jackal66, thank you for the follow. Well, that's what I did. That's what I normally do. I do single rails and double header trains. So I'm going to try to avoid doing that this time, just so I can actually force myself to learn how to set trains up properly. Okay, so let's get some pipes. Oh, I do have pipes. Yeah, I tend not to use trains too much, so... Like, I wish I had my last map. I think when I switched over to this version, because this patch, the initial patch version wasn't allowed to automatically update properly. So I think I lost all my saves when I re-downloaded the new version that could auto-update. Are we good now? Still not good. But I normally do just one platform to one platform. But this time I'm going to try to expand a lot more. Yeah, I was really low on power, considering I just doubled my power outage, and still not good enough. Pipe. Keep losing pipes. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. What is... yeah. We're barely meeting it. We're gonna need to add more, I guess. So for expanding this, I need to change this belt, it looks like. I could split it off, but that's... it looks worse, so we don't want to do that. Why would we do that? Let's see. There we go. Well, I'll have to figure all that out. Okay. So I guess we'll add a couple more while we're here. Oops. I'm still a little unsure of what we're talking about. Are we just talking about in general, or like, is it a setup of how you put your trains? How does it differ? 'Cause I'll figure it out when I get to it, I guess. Alright, I'll try right-handed first then. Well, I mean, that's why I'm doing this map. I'm doing this map to figure out trains, so we'll do that when we get there. Okay, we are better now. Let's grab all these. Okay, let's make sure that we are making something always. So we need more iron, it looks like. No? What are we missing? Oh, we're missing coal. Anywhere you have tracks, you have 2 tracks, 1 for each direction like roads. Attach more to your trains than biters? We can, yeah. I did die a couple times on my last map due to biters though, because I increased I was running a rich resource map, and I felt guilty for getting rich resources, so I increased my frequency of biters, and that was something. So we'll see on this time. Complications come when you need intersections. Okay, well, I guess I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how it turns out. I never output these. Sad day. Okay. There we go. Okay, what do we want next? Well, we'll just do all that stuff. Okay, so we have our iron output, we have steel, we have copper. Copper looks kind of sparse. We might want to add to that. We have some ammo, but not enough. Grenades need coal and iron. Man, they're really iron hungry, huh? So if I want to make the things that I need for military science, I'm going to need piercing rounds, grenades, and walls. We don't have a legitimate wall setup, so we might want to work on that. Grenades, we just need to add coal to the area that I'm making the ammo at. Piercing rounds, we need copper, steel, and the firearm magazines. So that's kind of something. If you're ever unsure, you research labs research speed. The sooner you research it, the more benefit you get from them. That is true. That is true. They're kind of expensive, aren't they? Yeah. But you're right. The sooner you do it, the longer you get the benefit, and the better it is. So you're right. What are we doing here? That is going very slowly. Okay. So I limited the output here because that way that the iron wheels will start being output to the red belts. I'll get more that way. Okay, we have a biter nest over here. That's when we started. And I haven't looked anywhere else on the map. I might want to start looking down to the southwest, because we're going to start expanding down there, because we need oil set up. That's what we're working towards here. And we need to make sure that place is secure. I'm going to do... Oh, these are expensive too. There's a little way away, so I'm going to do the research for now. Here's my pollution. Well, that is pretty crazy. To do some radars? You are right. I should do that. Right now I have no defenses out. I have one turret. So I need to make sure I'm safe in that regard. I guess they'll most likely attack here. If they're coming from the southeast. So I'll put some turrets over there. So I have a stock, I have these turrets, and then I have this small amount of ammo being made here. I probably should increase that. Let me join these two together for now, so I can increase my output. Let's see. Okay, we'll put these two turrets down and hope that's good enough. Let's see. They don't need 65. Once they start attacking, I'll know a little bit more where I should put them. But past the initial attack that was over here, there was a base over here, really close to my base, and they attacked me, but I killed the base off. I haven't been attacked, so that was maybe an hour ago. I want to increase this production here. Do I have any assembly machines? Don't. You want that radar? Let's make some assembly machines first. Okay, I do want to get this going, military science. Piercing round seems like a pain. Copper plate, steel plate, and firearm. Copper won't be that bad. I do need to increase my copper. I could be doing that right now. Do I have the mining? I don't have the mining. A lot of things to be made. We've kind of almost mined this out already. I'm piercing rounds on your person at least. Good idea. Yeah, but we don't have that much copper here. And our map is fairly sparse because it's a rail world map. So this is all we have to work with. We have the extra stone, which is nice, but barely using this as it is.